Purple lilacs, you love me, and with all of your perfume, lullaby wind. Hey, what's the word? Welcome back to another episode of Sunday Sidecar, the series that feels like a cranial contusion, breaking down last week's Tuesday Ukeday drop from yours truly, Uke Brute. This week's episode, May is so overrated, and it is. So this song, it was birthed, rebirthed, whatever you may have, back in May. I was walking the pupster, and the smell of those purple lilacs and those blossoming pear trees inspired it. Purple lilacs smell pretty damn nice, or just lilacs in general. All the ones I've ever seen are purple. Maybe it's redundant, whatever. It's probably redundant. Still, for those of you who don't really, have never experienced the smell of a blossoming pear tree, though, it's quite the experience. Let's just say it's a very, very unique and peculiar. There's a lot of them in the neighborhood, much like the lilac bushes that inspired this. I don't know which came first, the lyrics or the melody for this one. It's kind of, I guess, a chicken and an egg situation. To be honest, I really think that it was, I had the melody that well, actually, you know what? I think, now that I think about it, what I think happened was I had those lyrics. I was walking and I just had that, purple lilacs, you love me, and with all your lullaby perfumed wind, whatever. And then I think just like a day or two later, or just, in that same time span, I was just kind of doodling around with, the old chords here, and that's when I think I came up with that independently. But then I think I think I decided to just like, oh hey, these, I maybe had to like tweak them a little bit, but the lyrics I was able to massage into place for that, for what works there. Well, I guess, for what works there, along with all of those blossoming pear trees. Well, I'm a little off there. Maybe I should have practiced this song a little bit beforehand, but that's just kind of the gist of the song. I also did not look up the chords for y'all. I don't know what that is. Sounds like a G or a C of some sort, probably. That's E minor. I'm not sure what that is. It's the bottom of the G, and then it goes into the G. Oh no, into the D. Slides G. I think something, maybe an F or a G. Into F, and then, yeah. Sorry. I can tell you the refrain, though. The refrain is that, very, very simple. It's, May is so overrated. It says G. I think we were working on this last week, and I couldn't figure out what that, just kind of like the point of the G, on that third string, third fret. Just that a couple times. Spring is just an illusion, a font of constant confusion. How can you bloom? And then it hops into F. Out of your tune. I think this is a G something, maybe a G7. It's just the mirror opposite, the inverse of the G. So, and then back to G, and it's word 1G. Yeah, very, very simple, straightforward song. Even though, both, the melody wise and the lyrics and like the theme of the song is very, very simple and basic, and just gets down to like, old school stories and roots of, spring. There's nothing really new there. It's just, it's just, like I said, it's like a story as old as civilization, probably even well beyond that, oral traditions going back hundreds of thousands of years. But tons of myths, and these stories use the circle of, or the cycle of life and death, as it relates to spring, or just variations of it. Obviously there's the JC, Jesus Christ, and the myth of his resurrection. You got the Greek goddess Persephone, and her Roman ripoff Demeter. Where they go down and into the underworld. Well, they don't really. They get taken, right? They get taken down there by Hades and the Roman god of the underworld, respectively. We'll think it up. But yeah, and then they come back, and it's a rebirth. They're brought back from the underworld, and it's a symbol of spring, myth of Osiris, death and resurrection, blah blah blah. There's tons of them, and so it's just kind of playing into that whole thing. But this is mostly just about the narrator being a little whiny bitch and being like, and just complaining about it being unfair that the earth gets to rebirth and reblossom every spring. And yet here we are, just getting older, more worse for wear, and we don't get that. It's yeah. So that's just kind of what it is. I wrote it, like I said, I wrote it back in spring. Kind of was only have a few songs left for the year, and it's been damn cold where I am. Not sure where you are, and so I was just kind of like, yeah, let's think about spring. Even though I love spring. I'm not saying this is something, let's go hate on spring. It's one of the best, one of the top 4 seasons, without a doubt, one of the top 4, and I love it. And so yeah, that is just kind of May is so overrated, and it just kind of yeah, something maybe warm you up, but also cool you down. Pluto. That was Hades and Pluto. It's so weird. Disney uses Pluto as like this dog, this kind of playful dog character, and it's like it's the god of the underworld. It's like having a cartoon where like this playful character is named Satan or something. Well, I'm not going to say there's a correlation between Satan and Hades. Completely different, or Pluto, whatever. Anyway, this is May is so overrated. I'm pretty sure I flopped one of those verses earlier when I was playing this too. It happens. Not to complain about my nail, but like, man, I've just not been able to grow out this nail, my plucking nail, and it's just been like, it's been making things difficult. So also, it's probably going to impact the upcoming song as well for Tuesday Ukeday, which needs some good plucking fingers, and there's only so many songs left to play, so we'll see how it goes. Anyway, I'm a little ranting here, but yeah, I hope you enjoyed May is So Overrated. As always, I appreciate you for tuning in. If you haven't watched it yet, go check the link in the description for May is So Overrated. It's a fun little ditty. Like I said, simple, but timeless. Yeah. Yeah. Thanks for tuning in. Check back soon for another ditty from